Okay, so we hear this term a lot when a new smartphone come out, right? And if that smartphone is a beast of a phone, you hear a lot of people say, this phone is for you. But if a device is a so-called flagship, but have both flagship features and mid-range features, some people would tell you, well, this phone is not for everybody. Well, in this video, I'm gonna talk about two classes of folks, right? Tech enthusiasts, AKA power users, and regular degglers, AKA regular folks, right? So I'm going to give you guys my opinion as I break down a few categories on why it's a difference between tech enthusiasts, AKA power users, and regular degglers, AKA regular folks. So let's have us some fun. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Zach back with another video. So let me break this down, right? The difference between tech enthusiasts and regular degglers, right? You know, tech enthusiasts is a fundamental difference, right? And the smartphone that I'm going to test in this video, right, that we're going to talk about is the new Galaxy S25 Edge, right? The new kid on the block. Now, this Samsung flagship, just to kind of recap, has a 6.7-inch 1440p display, Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and more, right? So I'm going to break this down into 5 different categories, and it's going to be pretty interesting. So let me give you my thoughts, the difference between regular degglers and tech enthusiasts. Let's go. So number one, the design. The difference between regular degglers and tech enthusiasts, right? It's all kind of personal preference. But when we look at the device that we tested in this video, which is the Galaxy S25 Edge, it looks really appealing to the regular degglers, normal folks, and to tech enthusiasts. Me as a tech enthusiast, it looks sleek, it's lightweight, and everything else in between. So I would call this section a tie because it's all on personal preference, and I believe that the regular degglers and tech enthusiasts will love the design of this device. So again, let's go and call this one a tie. So coming in number 2, which again, I believe this is a tie, performance. Again, if we tested the Galaxy S25 Edge, we know that it's going to perform well with the 8 Elite processor with 12 gigs of RAM. Look, Samsung performance on their devices has been great for years. So it doesn't matter if you got the S25 Edge or not, the performance on most Galaxy devices, their flagships, will be great. Now, I'm going to call this one a tie again. Regular degglers will love it. Tech enthusiasts definitely going to love it. Power users also will love the power of this device. So coming in number 3 is the cameras. Here where we get some differences at, right? Listen, it's going to be a fundamental difference between the tech enthusiasts and the regular degler, because regular folks, they just usually open up the camera app, they take a photo or they hit the video, and if the image quality looks good and the video look good, they okay with it, right? Well, that's a little different from a tech enthusiast power user. We look at things differently, right? So our test device, which is the Galaxy S25 Edge, feels like it's missing a huge camera feature, right? No telephoto camera on this device. So when us tech enthusiasts, when we look at a device like this, we look at the specs. It's not the same 200 megapixel camera as the S25 Ultra. So tech enthusiasts already know this information already. So yes, we will definitely look at it different, and we probably won't go for it. So there'll be a no for tech enthusiasts, and it's going to be a yes for regular degglers. Because once again, regular degglers, as long as they shoot a photo and the image and it looks good to them, they don't care. Tech enthusiasts look for a little more. At the price point and no telephoto lens, I believe that most tech enthusiast power users will pass on this device when it comes down to the cameras. So coming in at number 4, battery life. Look, I believe the regular degglers usually don't understand, or they don't even really care about battery stats, right? 3,900 milliamp. They don't know about that. What they'll do is they ask the salesman, does this device give you good battery life? And usually the salesman will tell you, yes, the battery life on this device is great, which the salespeople is the one that's trying to sell you the device. So they definitely going to tell you a lot of positive things to sell you this phone. But it's just the opposite when it comes down to tech enthusiasts and power users, right? This is going to be a no for power users, definitely, because we know as tech enthusiasts and power users that the battery life on this device is trash when it comes down to a power user, right? No one on the planet will tell you a 3900 milliamp battery will give you all day battery life, especially if you're a tech enthusiast. You know this information already. Look, no matter what you do on this device, a 3900 milliamp battery won't give you the same battery life as the S25 Plus with the 4900 milliamp battery or the Ultra that have a 5000 milliamp battery. So when you use this device, you may have to cut your usage in half if you're a power user, and that's usually a no-go for power users. Tech enthusiasts already know, when you hear stuff like 3900 milliamp battery on the 6.7-inch 1440p 120 hertz display, we already know that it's a recipe for disaster having a small battery with a big display. Now, again, regular decklers usually find out afterwards. Tech enthusiasts will have that information before buying the device. So yes, I would say no for tech enthusiasts, yes for the regular decklers when it comes down to the battery life. So coming in at number 5 is going to be the price point. Now, again, here's the difference between regular decklers and tech enthusiasts, right? Regular decklers can be sold at a carrier store. Now, in the United States, we have 3 major carriers, which is T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. Now, T-Mobile is selling the Galaxy S25 Edge, our test device, for $1,220. Now, that's going to be not promotional, but that's going to be the regular price. Now, T-Mobile look like they only have one storage option, which is the 512, but the promo price is $12.50 for 24 months, which is a great price for regular decklers, right? When you break it into payments. Now, AT&T is a little different. AT&T is selling the S25 Edge for $30.56, or you could get the 512 for a little more. And Verizon Wireless is selling it for $30, and again, you can get it for a little more if you go up in storage. So when we look at regular decklers using monthly payments, it's not so bad, especially if you're going on T-Mobile. I believe the promotional price is $12.50, but that's for promo. Now, after promo is going to probably creep up to, $40 or so. So you got to keep that in mind. Regular decklers don't mind paying $30, $35 a month for the device because they're not going nowhere. They're going to be on the carrier for years and years. At this price, most tech enthusiasts will say no, right? The regular decklers will say yes because they're going to do installments on it. So that's a fundamental difference when it comes down to the price. This is why we always focus on price, because when we look at price, it actually the price solidifies our decision because we already know about the device itself, the specs and everything else in between. So if the price point is right for a tech enthusiast, it's no way that we're going to pass it up. But if the price is a little higher than we expected, then obviously we're going to talk about our displeasements about certain devices. So when it comes down to the price, regular decklers, $12 a month on T-Mobile, they may go for it. Tech enthusiasts, $1,100, you may have a different take out of it. That's just my opinion. So no for the tech enthusiasts in this category, and yes for the regular decklers. All right, so I hope you enjoy my breakdown. And to be clear, right, this is my opinion, my thought process about the difference between tech enthusiasts, power users, right, and regular decklers. Now, the device that I picked in this video was the Galaxy S25 Edge, and that this device has been picked apart. Some people saying it's a great device, but it's not for power users and tech enthusiasts. But the regular decklers in the building say, you know what, for $12 or $23 a month, it may be a go for me. But tech enthusiasts and power users that buy this phone already know it's going to be handicapped when it comes down to, battery life and everything else in between. So when it comes down to the cameras, the batteries, and stuff like that, which is huge for tech enthusiasts, and that's huge for power users, right? So with all that said, let me know down in the comments below which one would you prefer. The picks that I did and the explanation that I did, the difference between regular degglers and tech enthusiasts. Are you that person? Are you that regular deggler? Are you that tech enthusiast that a huge power user on your smartphone? Let me know down in the comments below. This is like the Tech Preacher. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the regular deggler and the tech enthusiast in all his glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.